Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Okay, so hello and welcome back, guys. We are back in Genshin Impact. अभी भी शायद 4 दिन बाकी है, आई थिंक 4 दिन बाकी है ना। ओके, हाँ 4 दिन बाकी हैं, आज को मिला के 5। तो 5 दिन के अंदर हमें 30 करनी है फटाफट से। उससे पहले हमारा नेफर का प्लानर चला जाए। नेफर पे हमारी 50-50 है, ठीक है। तो चांसेस है ना भी ना मिले, बट कोई बात नहीं, अगर नहीं मिलते तो नेक्स्ट अपडेट में हम लोग मावी का लेने वाले हैं। मावी का इज पावरफुल DPS, ठीक है, जो लेकिन उसको ऑफकोर्स बेटर होगी, ठीक है। तो मेरे को लेकिन यार तो कुछ खास नहीं लगती, ठीक है। खास मतलब यार एक तो हील नहीं होती वो, ठीक है। तो ज़्यादा सही मतलब प्लेबल नहीं है इतना तगड़ा, ठीक है। मैं डॉज वगैरह में भी इतना माहिर नहीं हूँ, तो इसलिए मेरे को मावी का चाहिए, तो मावी का वगैरह। मगर फिलहाल अभी हम एक डेंड्रो टीम बना रहे हैं। डेंड्रो टीम में हमारी ये लामा है और ये नेफर है। नेफर रह रही है बस, लामा और तो हमने बिल्ड वगैरह कर लिया है। थोड़ा ना गला खराब है, बीच बीच में पता नहीं खांसी सी आ रही है, ठीक है। तो मैं क्या करता, लामा को हमने बिल्ड कर लिया है, ठीक है। फुल्ली एलिमेंटा मास्टरी वगैरह दे दिया, अच्छा खासा कर दिया। तो लामा बिल्ड करने की टेंशन नहीं है। बाकी नेफर मिल जाएगी तो उसे भी बिल्ड कर लेंगे और फिर अपना दिखते हैं। पैरेलल बेस वगैरह करने की कोशिश करेंगे, जो कि आज तक हम कर नहीं पाए। तो थोड़ा टाइम तो लगेगा। बाकी जो भी स्ट्रीम पे नए, स्ट्रीम को लाइक कर देना, चैनल पर नए सब्सक्राइब कर देना, और डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर लिंक अपना वो डिस्क्रिप्शन में जाएगा। कोई याद चाहिए तो मुझे डिस्कॉर्ड में कर देना, ठीक है। डिस्कॉर्ड में बैठा रहता हूँ मैं स्ट्रीम के टाइम, तो कुछ भी आगे पूछ सकते हो, जो भी तुम्हें हेल्प वगैरह चाहिए, ठीक है। ज़्यादा खराब है रे बात है। अभी पहले ही रीजन है यार, देखो काफ़ी रीजन मारने पड़ेंगे तो ज़्यादा कुछ होगा। और 9:30 बजे हमारी फ्री गेम भी आएगी, उसे भी क्लेम करना है। देखते हैं एपिक गेम्स पे क्या मिलने वाला है। कोई अच्छी सी तगड़ी सी गेम दे दे तो मज़ा ही आ जाएगा, ठीक है। बाकी तो ये लोग और हरामी है, कुछ पुराने पुराने देते रहते हैं बंदी इन लोगों को।
Surge. Premiums converge.
Light compels you.
Lofty wisdom will show us the way.
गले में ऐसा लग रहा है, पता नहीं जैसे कुछ चुभ रहा है। ओके, आर्टिफैक्ट के लिए स्पेस खत्म हो गया हमारा। ये पहले क्रिकेट में गया ना, इसे सारे अच्छे हैं, बस उसमें न जाए यार। क्रिट ओनली में जाए तो ज़्यादा बेटर है। अबे यार एक अटैक में चला गया, शिट। अभी भी 3 बचे, 2 बचे। थोड़ा देखते हैं कितना जाएगा। के तो इसकी क्रिट रेट वैल्यू है हो गया, हाँ कितनी है, 30.7 है। और हमारे यहाँ कितना है, 20 तो यही हो गया। और 7 4 411 ज़्यादा है। अगर थोड़ा क्रिट रेट कम करना हो तो ये वाला आस्पेक्ट ज़्यादा बेटर रहेगा। शुरू में ही हक दिया भाई, शुरू में ही हक दिया रहने दे। डैमेज होता है। अबे यार एलिमेंटल मास्टरी। बाकी अभी भी दो और काम चल रहा है। अब नेक्स्ट वाला एचपी में चला जाए या फिर डैमेज में चला जाए। एलिमेंटल मास्टरी में ही है यार दो बार। फिर से कंपेयर करते हैं तो वो इतने गॉडली आर्टिफैक्ट अवेलेबल है। 21 प्लस 3 24.1। ज़्यादा है। पर इसमें एचपी वगैरह एनर्जी रिचार्ज है ना। would have been better। हाँ तो 10 प्लस जीरो अगर रीच हो जाए। क्या है भाई। तेरा एचपी है। पिछली बार 2 क्रिट मिल गया था तो 2 अटैक। बिल्कुल रेट में क्या ये वाले आ गया तो आ गया जब मेरे खा रहा है तो वो नहीं देख रहा मेरे पास नहीं है तो दे दिया मैंने बाद में दे दिया जब तेरे पास होंगे बताने का भी मतलब नहीं है मौसी ने पैसे दिए हैं
Divine light, shield them! Smite the dust!
Solidify! I will have order!
Primos converge!
Go get him, Aiden! Behold, the dawn!
The sky's clear, the glazed moon shines! Smite the dust!
Order guide you!
Wayne, a new moon rises. Without further ado, lofty wisdom will show us the way. Smite the dust.
ओके अब थोड़ा बहुत देख लेते हैं तो बच्चे कुछ जगह दे दे कर क्लियर करेंगे क्या है यार मत करा गला काट दो
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
ज्यादा फिर सीटेंगे भाई हेलो क्या हुआ क्या कौन पूछ रहा है कुछ नहीं जिम की फीस मांग रहा था मैंने 100 रुपए कम दिए थे मौसी ने पैसे दिए थे इसे मेरे पैसे खा के बैठ गया 100 रुपए बिना बताए भी नहीं ससुरे ने कोई चीज ऑफ नहीं जाना बाहर ही भी होगा मुझसे तो बोलेगा मेरे को दे करे क्या करे, और उसको देना होता, वो दूसरा नीच बताता भी नहीं है। एकदम बताने का मतलब तो है। मैं कौन सा मना कर देता है इसे?
Add at
क्या? हाँ मैं ऊपर गेम खेल रहा हूँ। मुझे नहीं पता, फोन करके पूछ लो उससे। फोन करके पूछ लो उससे।
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree? I better get me some alpacas. Once they
ये गाने वाने बजाओ यार, बैकग्राउंड में मजा नहीं आ रहा। मिशन मुझे पता है चिकन चमेली।
everything here is good enough for me. This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree? I better get me some alpacas. Once they've hauled
The
everything
Adeptus arts are most miraculous. But unless one first cultivates the mind before cultivating these arts, all their fruits will be like the moon's reflection on water.
सब तो मैं भी लड़ियां जा तेरी दुआ बाद की रब तो मैं आज भी लड़ियां। शूट कर लेते हैं, अनलॉक नहीं हो गए, कितना टाइम है? तो पहले ये करना पड़ेगा। जान वालिए साडी गलियां जो सानू जान वालिए तेन हो काम मार द फेरा। साडी गलियां जो सानू जान वालिए साडी गलियां जो सानू जान वालिए साडी गलियां जो सानू जान वालिए मेरा Hello Anas, welcome to the stream. पता नहीं भाई, मुझे नहीं लगता मैं तेरे को बोला हूँ, मुझे लगता है तू मुझे बोला है। जाने वाले तेन होका मारदा फेरा, तेन होका मारदा फेरा, तेन होका मारदा फेरा। सॉरी बोलने की होते हैं भाई, बीच बीच में आ जाया कर यार, हाल चाल पूछ लिया कर। जिंदा इंदा है क्या, टपक गए भाई। लाइफ इज सो हार्ड ब्रो। It's no easy to stay alive. Every day is a challenge. जाने वाली है सुपारियां दा दौड़े जाने वाली है तेरे का तेरा तेरे का मार तेरे को गला खराब है थोड़ा साला गाया भी नहीं जा रहा सही से
Poor lost lamb. Forest, protect us. Yeah. Poor lost lamb.
जल्दी जल्दी फ्री के जान दो छुट्टी करो ओ कोई बात नहीं जब तेरा मन करे आ जाओ नॉर्मली मैं रात के टाइम ही करता हूँ स्ट्रीम यार जॉब कर रहा हूँ तो जब जॉब से वापस आऊँगा तभी तो करूँगा बस किस किस दिन ब्रेक ले लेता हूँ जब थक जाता हूँ ज़्यादा कर करके या किस दिन कोई इमरजेंसी आ जाती है हो गया नहीं क्या चीज शादी नहीं यार अभी अभी नहीं हुई अभी बात चल रही है मार्च वार्च में होगी शायद अगर होगी तो क्यों क्या हुआ तू भी कर रहा है क्या शादी
The more data samples, the better.
वो कहाँ मर गए माउंटेन वाले मुझे देखना पड़ेगा कितना परसेंट कंप्लीट कर रहा है अरे कोई बात नहीं क्या होगा कोई दिक्कत नहीं लाडली सब बढ़िया वी डोंट राजस्थान में 16 साल के भी हो जाती है भाई शादी तो टेंशन ना लिया अगर बता तो दिया तेरे को मार्च में शादी है ठीक है हमारी भाभी ने बोला है जब 21 साल की हो जाएगी तब शादी करेगी वो मैंने कहा ठीक है क्या करना है तो किसको मानना है भाई एप्पल एप्पल ए फॉर एप्पल तो क्या अच्छा अंडरग्राउंड है। जाता नहीं है फिर भी हम गाते हैं। सही है भाई, बेस्ट ऑफ लक।
Whoa, we really did get teleported. It seems like this place is completely sealed off.
सही है।
Doesn't look like there's an exit anywhere. Let's take a look around and see what we can find. There are so many woven scrolls here. Paimon remembers seeing some of them before in other tribes. They seem to record historical events. This one really stands out from the rest. For starters, it's the biggest of them all. Wonder what story it tells. Yeah, you're right. Over there, something just flashed. Traveler, did you catch that? Oh, right. Paimon's with you.
चेंज करना पड़ेगा ना। Observe your surrounding using the memory. Yeah.
Aha! There is something hiding here! Yep, this looks like our ticket out of this place.
Because that's really nice.
Whew, we finally made it out.
It is just as I thought. You are indeed capable of undertaking this mission. Yes. You saw many distinctive-looking scrolls there, didn't you?
Sure did.
This specific kind of scroll was left to us by our ancestors. Upon investigation, I discovered what sets it apart is the use of a color not featured in ordinary scrolls. It is a most mysterious color that most people cannot even detect. I myself had to employ special techniques to confirm its existence. Yet there are those who are born with a natural ability to perceive it. And that is why I wanted to test you.
You mean...
That space you just entered was an exhibition room for storing this variety of woven scrolls. Centuries ago, a great shaman by the name of Huitzilin put in place a security measure so that anyone who entered the room without permission will become trapped inside. It exists to this day. And although I have not managed to decipher how it works, I have at least found out how to turn it on and off. Once someone is trapped inside, it is all but impossible for them to escape without outside help. Unless, clearly you must have this ability, which leads me to believe that our Iktomisor Elder can sense this ability in people, and that it appoints a scroll weaver on this basis.
Another secret power? Traveler, you are full of mysteries. Still, having this ability doesn't change the fact that neither of us know where to start with weaving a scroll.
Don't worry about that. The method for weaving this kind of scroll appears to be largely the same as for an ordinary scroll. The main difference is in the dye that gives it its unique color. If my suspicions are correct, this dye is the key to weaving the scroll, and your special ability is the key to obtaining it. The dyeing process is also a little different from the norm, but I don't anticipate any major issues there. As long as you two can source the dye itself, I can assist with the application.
Cool! We'll follow your lead!
Great! Then please use your abilities to source the necessary ingredients. And in the meantime, I will have someone prepare some fabric for test dyeing. We'll make a few sample pieces to test out my hypothesis. And if that goes well, we can begin the scroll in earnest. If you agree to help, you can expect to be handsomely rewarded once this is all over. So, what are your thoughts?
Agreed, especially if there's a reward in it. What is the reward, by the way? Is it food? Paimon hopes it's food.
Given the stakes involved for our tribe, I was thinking a substantial sum of mora would be appropriate. Surely that would be preferable to just a free meal.
Mora works too! Anyway, how do we go about finding these ingredients? Are we supposed to just keep walking around Natlan until we stumble across them?
Thankfully not. I've already identified a location where I suspect they may be found. And I've arranged for someone to guide you there. Your guide is waiting just outside. You can set off at your leisure.
I take it you're the ones appointed by Elder Talapo?
Yep, and you are...
Call me Toltec. The chief asked me to be your guide for the day. His messengers already filled me in on the situation, so just follow me.
the die is somewhere in this cave, huh?
This is as far as I can take you. Only the appointed ones may proceed from here.
Why's that?
Kind of a long story. Apparently, there's a certain fruit that grows in this cave, the juice of which can be processed to make an excellent dye. Many years ago, our ancestors set out to make a series of ambitious works of graffiti art. They selected this cave to make them in, presumably due to the availability of the dye. However, they didn't want anyone to see their work before it was completed, and so they sealed off the entrance to control access. To bypass the seal, you have to have mastered the art of color perception, or something like that.
Oh, right.
The strange thing is, our ancestors never removed the seal, even after they finished the graffiti art. Since it was sealed off, the only person who's been inside is the great shaman, Huitzilin, and that was 200 years ago. According to her, the artwork tells the story of a hero by the name of Kuntur. But I digress. Sorry, I'm a big fan of graffiti artwork. Once I get talking, I can go on for hours.
So you're sure you don't want to come with us?
I'll pass. I tried to get in once, but the seal blocked my way. I tried getting my Iktomi to clear it with its powers, but even that didn't work. I guess it's supposed to be a test left there by our ancestors. If you don't pass the test, you're not worthy of viewing their works of art.
Aww.
Don't worry about me, though. I wouldn't be joining you this time even if I was able to get in. Unlike our chief, I don't have the guts to challenge our traditions. This task is specifically appointed to someone by the Iktomi Elder. Who knows what bad things might happen if I got involved?
Fair enough. All right, we'll try not to take too long.
ठीक ही होगी गुनगुन चावल खा रहा है मम्मी की होगी मम्मी को दे दो जा
Looks like there's no way past. Maybe try the same thing as before? Hey, it worked! Let's head in and take a look. This should be the place. That fruit Toltec mentioned should be the one on the wall, right? Now the only question is, which ones do we pick? Well, go ahead, try it out!
I will have order. Stabilize.
You saw something, right? Whatever it was, grab it. These guys' ancestors made some real works of art here. But based on what we've seen so far, it seems like there should be more to the story. Do you think maybe there's more artwork further inside? Seems kinda strange. Oh, no need. Paimon was just thinking aloud. Toltek's waiting for us, and we have a job to do. So maybe it's best if we head out now. Let's head back and meet up with Toltek. We're back, and we found the ingredients for the dye.
Sounds like you made it through the seal then. Our Iktomisaur Elder was right about you. It's getting late. Follow me. I'll take us back.
Toltek has updated me on your progress. Well done. I appreciate your efforts.
Sure thing. Here's the stuff for the dye.
I see. Yes. This is certainly a very different substance from typical dyes. Okay, now let's try our hand at making some samples. The fabric is ready for testing.
Got it.
Please come with me. Take a look at this. It's a woven scroll made by one of our ancestors. This is the kind of thing we're trying to make.
Ooh.
The person depicted is the legendary shaman, Huitzilin. She lived 200 years ago and was once appointed by the Iktomisaur Elder, like yourselves. She was especially skilled in the art of color manipulation, and of course completed her task with flying colors. This scroll is a record of her deeds, and was most likely the work of her own hand. The quality is simply breathtaking, even compared to other scrolls of this variety. Sadly, since she passed away, all of our Iktomisaur Elder's subsequent appointees have had to rely on the gift from the spirits to complete their work. That's a good way of putting it. My only quibble with your phrasing would be, it's not just me, but us.
Now Paimon's getting excited.
Bring out the samples. Now, as I mentioned, the dyeing process is a little complicated, but I am confident you will manage. Just make sure to follow my instructions carefully. The pattern has already been sketched out on the sample, so you just need to dye each block with the correct color. But you'll need to wait for the dye to fully soak in between each step to make sure the colors don't run. Ha ha ha! Good! The dye has taken to the fabric, and the pattern is crisp and clear. Next, apply all the remaining dye, and we should see that elusive signature color emerge.
Okay, final step. Did it work? Paimon doesn't see it.
Oh, that color isn't showing up. Oh, the dyeing has failed. No, your technique was flawless. You did everything exactly as instructed. It would have made no difference if I'd done it myself.
Then what went wrong?
It could be the weaving technique, or maybe the dye has to be applied in a different way. Oh, whatever the case, it looks like I have failed to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Sorry, Paimon wishes we could do more to help.
I am the one who should be apologizing. I made you do so much work, and it was for nothing. I will, of course, honor my commitment to compensate you for your trouble, but I do hope you won't give up on this task. I plan to keep investigating, and will be sure to keep you updated with any progress.
Don't worry, we're not quitters. Paimon does have a question, though. This whole process of recording history on woven scrolls seems so complicated. Why don't you just write it down instead? You said yourself you're all about change and reform. Well, this seems like a pretty good place to start, don't you think? Writing things down would be easier for everyone, and your records would be more detailed.
I think you've perhaps misunderstood my philosophy, but that's okay. I can answer your question, but there's somewhere I need to show you first.
Oh, sure.
Cool. Look at this view. What do you think?
It's gorgeous!
Now, try looking a little further.
Whoa, that graffiti!
In all the years since the founding of our tribe, those colors have been with us every step of the way. It is true that I seek to bring new life to this ancient tribe through change and reform. But I also understand there are certain foundational things that we cannot afford to throw away. The foremost of these is the way we record our history.
Oh, that makes sense.
Since the very beginnings, our tribe has always sought to bring color to history. And I have a deep sense that this is one part of our heritage that we should not give up. So, whatever it takes, I must find a way for us to continue producing our traditional woven scrolls.
You're completely right. Paimon's sorry for what she said earlier. It was out of line.
It's quite all right. I'm just grateful you're able to understand where I'm coming from. Then let us hope that when we next meet, we succeed in reviving this tradition.
Huh? What are the Fatui doing here? That's a little concerning. Let's go over there and see what they're up to. Also, how did they get this close to a tribal settlement? Huh. All the Fatui left in Natlan are probably the captain's subordinates. That basically makes them followers of one of Natlan's heroes. Still, once a Fatus, always a Fatus. Something seems off seeing them here. Let's go check it out. What are you guys doing here?
Following orders. If you have a problem, take it up with our employer.
Hey, what's with the attitude? Can the Fatui even work for a private employer?
This is Grudok. I hired him to be my bodyguard in Natlan. As you can see, he's not the sociable type. I'm sorry for any offense. My original plan was to hire someone from the local tribes, but a priest recommended Grudok and his squad. I was told they were capable fighters and had the time to spare, so they fit the bill. It seems like the Fatui's reputation in Natlan is quite positive.
So that's what happened. Then you must be from Fontaine?
Precisely! Montluçon, at your service. I work in the publication business. And you two... Wait, you must be the Traveler and his fairy companion.
Oh, you know us?
A golden-haired traveler with a floating companion. There's no mistake. Your exploits in Fontaine have all the makings of a best-selling series. I'd be a failure of a book merchant if I couldn't recognize you.
Wow, we're really famous at this point, Traveler.
It's truly my lucky day. I know this is sudden, but I was actually looking for you two. You see, I have a favor to ask.
So, you chased us all the way to Natlan? That's a little creepy.
You'll be generously rewarded, I promise you.
Well, at least he got straight to the point. Should we hear what he has to say? Alright, we'll hear your request.
You know the great shaman Sitlali, right? I need her help with something.
Yeah, the chances of her helping a random stranger just because we asked? Yeah, Sitlali really doesn't like dealing with strangers.
I heard about that from other members of her tribe. But they told me if one person could convince her, it would be the golden-haired traveler. If you manage it, I'll even double your pay.
Oh yeah, we should definitely get to the bottom of that first.
It's kind of a long story, and there's tribal history involved, so you should hear it from an expert. Allier, if you could.
Of course. I don't often have an eager audience for this kind of thing. Nice to meet you. The name's Allier. I'm a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute. Unlike most researchers, I have a keen interest in ancient ruins. That's why I was invited to join Monsieur Montluçon's team. Have you heard of the
Celestial gift
legend of the Grand
artifact
Shaman
for
Huit
pickle.
Sealing?
Bro, मेरे को celestial gift artifact वाले का पता नहीं है, तो मेरे को एक बार चेक करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है? Wait a minute, let me check it.
Yes. According to local records, she was a color mystic who lived over 200 years ago, and the most adept in her tribe at using that particular technique. Out of all of her exploits, her most celebrated is the Battle of Seven
ऐसा है ना,
Colors.
मेरे पास flints है नहीं,
According to legend, the
ठीक है?
battle was triggered
तो
by an
मैं
abyss
उस artifact
invasion,
को इस्तेमाल ही
one of
नहीं
the
कर
most
रहा,
brutal in Natland's history,
मैं अभी
even from
network
a
के
greater
चक्कर में.
historical perspective. Amazingly, Natland was able to turn the tide despite being at an extreme disadvantage. The key to victory was none other than a color Huit Sealing created on the battlefield. The color was extraordinary, illusory in appearance while also seeming to possess physical form. Legend has it that Huit Sealing used the color to construct a magnificent maze on the battlefield and trap all the enemies inside. This allowed her allies to launch a counterattack and ultimately secure victory.
Anyway, that's the gist of it. We don't want to take up too much of your time. That story is the reason I came to Natland. I often publish books about the history of other nations. They always end up faring well on the market. When I heard this story for the first time, I wanted to include it in my next collection, but historical records about Natland aren't very detailed. We haven't been able to determine where the battle took place, or find any definitive evidence that it occurred at all. Even within the Masters of the Night Wind, people dispute the legitimacy of the story. Some believe it to be a myth. If that were the case, the story would not be fit for publication.
But if you're just including it in a story collection, why does it matter if it never happened?
Well, you see, the slogan for the collection is Restoring the Truth of History. Naturally, I needed to be factual. That's why I'm here. The Masters of the Nightwind are said to have a tradition of recording past events, so I wanted to consult their records. But I was refused access to the Obsidian Altar. Application after application, and all I received were a few ordinary woven scrolls with nothing to offer. Honestly, I'm just trying to promote their history, and they make such a fuss.
According to my research, their scrolls are considered sacred relics in addition to historical records. Naturally, outsiders are rarely granted access. Not to mention, the scrolls we did get to review actually contain a huge amount of information. I just need more time, and I could...
We've been over this, Allier. There's no need to waste time on those scrolls when we have a better way.
Sweet Lally, you mean?
Exactly. You're well aware, I'm sure, that Sitlali has been alive for more than 200 years. That means she lived during the era of the Battle of Seven Colors. If she agrees to be my consultant, then no other historical records are necessary.
Oh, that's what you want.
So, what do you say? I'll quadruple the pay if it helps sweeten the deal.
Well, it's not that we don't want to help you. Oh, right! The duty the chief gave us has a lot to do with Wheat Sealing. Who knows? The Battle of Seven Colors might lead us in the right direction. Alright, we'll help you convince Seat Lolly. Just let us do the talking, okay?
Of course.
Celestial gift artifact.
here. Now I can even.
Did they run from home too?
करेंगे करेंगे बताओ भाई क्या कर रहा है
Did they run from home too?
अरे ऑरेंज कैसे करूं भाई मैं देखता हूँ मेंबरशिप है क्या
I used to take long walks in Silver Moon Hall every day. So don't worry about me. I can keep up.
ओके कर दी मैंने बच्ची बच्ची 5 भी कर दी ओके भाई जो भी लकी विनर्स है कांग्रेचुलेशंस भाई फॉर विनिंग द किसको मिला है रैंडम बंदे को मिला तो छोड़ यार ये अबे साले ने पर्पल किया हुआ था रेड ग्रीन ग्रीन भैया आराम थोड़े चीटिंग कर रहा है बे ऐसी थोड़ी लेजेंडरी चेस्ट दे देंगे।
So, this is where the great shaman lives? A bit far from civilization, isn't it? I hope the person who pointed us in this direction wasn't mistaken.
For someone like Lolly, it actually makes a lot of sense.
Is this graffiti her work too? I wonder if it's a cultural practice. If I could just copy it down,
We're here for a reason, Allie. As agreed, you two can do the talking, and we'll wait for you here.
Okay, we'll go knock on the door. Hopefully she's not hungover. Lolly? Are you there? We need your help with something! Oh, no response. Maybe she's not home. Granny Eatsley? Are you home?
Hey, kid! If you're here to challenge me, book an appointment first. Traveler!
Looks like we came at a bad time.
Are you still there?
Well, at least we didn't get turned away. Huh. So this is where Lolly lives.
I, didn't have time to fully clean up the place. Complain if you want. Menial housework means nothing to a great shaman like myself. Besides, in light novels, people who keep everything neat and tidy are always too boring to be the protagonists. Also, I'm not a hermit. I'm just above superficial rules of societal etiquette.
She sure does care a lot about what we think of her.
Oh, and that spell I used to transfer my senses to you, you're not still, experiencing the side effects, are you? It's my duty as a great shaman to check that kind of thing.
Oh, you mean when we could hear your thoughts? Nope. It's been so long, we don't have to worry about that anymore, right?
Then why do I hear the traveler's thoughts in my head?
What?
I can still hear you, you know. Don't bother. I'll find a way to fix it. First you hear my thoughts, now I'm hearing your thoughts. It was just a simple spell. I use it on you, and now it's on the Fritz. Forget it. Just tell me why you're here.
Well, someone asked us to ask you to be their consultant. They have questions about the history of Natlan.
So they asked the hero of Natlan to put in a good word? Sounds like they know I don't usually trouble myself with other people's problems.
The pay is really good.
Doesn't matter. I'm busy.
She sure doesn't look busy. Paimon knew this wouldn't get us anywhere.
From you?
Yeah! We were given a sacred duty to help your tribe weave a special scroll.
Huh? So, you're the appointed ones this time?
We were surprised too! After all, we have no idea how to weave a scroll like that. But with Chef Biram's help, we were able to make some progress. We still haven't succeeded, but we learned that the key to weaving the scroll is a special kind of color. The historical event those men want to ask about also involves color. If you help them, you might end up helping us too. She's giving us that face again. Did Paimon not explain things clearly?
I can't decide whether this twist is completely out of the blue or if it was foreshadowed all along.
Does that mean you won't help us?
I need to think about it.
Then there's still hope.
Hey, what's the holdup? Just give us an answer already.
You agreed to let us do the talking! See, Lolly?
Stand down, Grudok. As your employer, if I tell you to wait, then you wait.
Understood.
You're the great shaman who's been alive for centuries? But you're so... Apologies for the disturbance. Grudok is a recent hire, so difficult to restrain sometimes.
He's lucky he didn't force Seat Lolly's hand.
Well, since you're here, how about a discussion?
Do you have any idea who I am? Did you think Granny Eatsley would be fooled by your little performance? I have no intention of speaking to you. Your recent hire interrupted me right as I was about to make an important decision. Pull a trick like that again, and I'll make your lives a living horror novel, except 10 times worse. That's all I came out here to say.
Whoa.
Traveler, we have a discussion to finish.
You live up to your name, Granny Itztli. I apologize for the offense. I'm just surprised the Battle of Seven Colors didn't pique your interest.
You're investigating the Battle of Seven Colors?
Ah, the Traveler didn't get to that part? Yes, I thought the Traveler could help me convince you. But, if I'm not mistaken, you have a personal interest in this matter, don't you? I heard that the great shaman Huitzilin was a friend of yours. You two must have been close. If I can resolve the controversy and prove the battle took place, I'll include it in my next collection. Then, all of Tevat will learn the truth. With your support, your friend's heroic deeds will once again be known throughout the land. Inspiring, don't you think?
If this is really about that duty, then... fine. I'll help you.
I'm honored.
Save it. I agreed to help the Traveler, not you. You'll just have to leech what you can.
Well, at least she agreed to help.
Who are you calling heartless?
Not a problem. I always planned to work with the Traveler. So, did you directly experience any events of the battle? Do you have any idea where it took place? Can you think of any relics we could use to prove it?
Talk at me, why don't you?
Fine.
No, no, and no. I did live during the same era as her, but that doesn't mean we experienced the same events. I've lived a long time, but I'm not a walking encyclopedia. You decide the angle of your investigation, and I'll provide answers if I'm familiar with the subject.
All right. Even if you didn't witness the battle yourself, you still lived through that era. Your insights are very valuable. Allier, you had an idea about where to start, yes?
Oh, well, my plan was to consult the members of the tribe in charge of recording history.
Then, let's start there. Traveler, what do you say to officially working together? After all, it appears I can only get Miss Citlali's help through you.
You don't seem super invested in this whole thing, Citlali.
The Battle of Seven Colors is something I've only ever heard about. I know as much as anyone else in my tribe.
But how? Weren't you alive when it happened?
I wasn't there when it took place, and she never told me about it. That's how.
But Molusa said the two of you were close friends. The battle was legendary. Why wouldn't Huitziling tell you about it?
Close friends? More like arch rivals. Something Montluçon would know if he actually did his research. Did you see the graffiti outside my house? That's not my doing. All students from Huitziling's School of Shamanism must pass an extremely difficult trial before graduation, defeating me in battle. Those graffiti drawings are how they challenge me. Of course, none of them ever succeeded. So, after Huitziling's death, her students had no choice but to modify the requirement. Instead of defeating me, all they have to do now is last long enough. As my rival, Huitziling only had one achievement that surpassed my own, and that was the Battle of Seven Colors. I can only assume she had some kind of secret technique at her disposal. It makes perfect sense that she kept it from me. I'm a fast learner. Telling me about the technique is no different than handing it to me on a silver platter. As if she would give away her one advantage.
Oh, that makes sense.
Anyway, all of that is secondary. Like I said, I'm only here to help you fulfill your duty. Don't misunderstand. This duty is important for my tribe, too. A great shaman should do her part to see it done. Excuse you? I fail to see what housekeeping has to do with my duty as a shaman. Why is it that you're the one whose thoughts are exposed, but I'm still the one suffering? I need to get to the bottom of this.
Excuse me, great shaman, but we have a situation over here. We could really use your help.
Okay.
Of course the Battle of Seven Colors happened. The woven scroll proves it. Wheat Ceiling used a mysterious color to construct a maze and trap the enemies inside.
That's just your interpretation. There's more than one way to understand that scroll. Besides, constructing a maze out of color is ridiculous.
Wheat Ceiling was one of the most powerful shamans of her time. She definitely could have pulled it off.
That's the biggest problem. She had students. Why not pass it down? A technique that powerful? And no shaman since has ever used it?
Her students are keeping it a secret, of course. If you knew a technique like that, you'd be a fool to show it to just anyone.
Oh, I didn't mean to cause an argument. I just wanted to ask, is there anything we can use to prove the battle took place?
Of course it took place. Why would you need to prove it?
You'll have to excuse him. Some people in our tribe insist on clinging to outdated views of history. I'd give up now if I were you. It only gets more ridiculous from here.
Please don't fight.
Wow, so the battle really is controversial.
Am I the outdated one? Kids these days can't find anything better to argue about?
These arguments are precisely why I hesitate to include this story in my collection. Neither side was able to offer anything useful. What should we do?
Wheat Ceiling was a passionate teacher. We were opposites in that sense. The technique she used in the battle must have been her masterpiece. There's every reason to pass it on. Still, if the technique is powerful enough to single-handedly stop an invasion, it also makes sense that her disciples would keep it a secret. We should check with the students from her school. If we can confirm the technique exists, we can deduce certain things about the battle.
But as far as I know, most of the shamans from her school occupy high positions in
Shoot,
the
wait,
tribe.
Nepal. I'm gonna
Not
pull
the type
you.
of people outsiders like us can speak to on a whim.
I will pull you on the last day of the banner,
The obsidian altar is off limits
and
to
you will be mine, and mine alone, along with the Dharma, of course.
Is there a problem?
Most of Wheat Ceiling students are respected priests in the tribe. But that means they had to go through me. Or try, at least. I, of course, humiliated them from a young age. Those who hold the position now are the ones who lasted long enough before I wiped the floor with them. If I show up without warning, they'll run for dear life. That's not gonna get us any answers.
Yeah, Paimon can see it now.
Hey, don't jump to conclusions. That was just a metaphor. Only you have the guts to joke like that with me, Traveler. Fine, I said I'd help, so I'll help. But don't blame me if it goes wrong.
Alright, the rest of you can wait for us here.
We appreciate the help.
Natlan's history is full of...
Oh, are you in the middle of a ceremony?
Granny Eatsley?
What is she doing here?
Did some coward not show up after challenging her to a fight?
Or is she here to officially take over the tribe?
Whoa. It's like they really do see her as some kind of tyrant.
No matter what, we'll defend our dignity as priests to the end.
Ugh, you talk a big game for someone who lost to me the most out of the entire priesthood.
What?
All I want is to ask some questions.
So, you're here to interrogate us?
Someone didn't sit pretty for their beating? Is that it? You want their name, don't you?
We should just run!
Yeah, with the hero of Natlan here, Granny Eatsley will be on her best behavior.
Sure, whatever you say.
Oh, it's the Traveler and his companion. That does make me feel better. How can we help you?
We wanted to ask about the technique you inherited from Huitziling.
So you can eradicate our school once and for all?
Disciples of our school have challenged her year after year, just as our master instructed. Sounds like she's finally had enough.
Well, you're not wrong.
If we want to protect our legacy, one of us needs to run.
Not this again. Just how much did you traumatize them, Seatlali?
Hey! You can't just say whatever you want just because it's in your head. I'm Granny Eatsley. A mere mention of my name and kids burst into tears. Love and respect? No one has the guts for that. You know what? Forget about your duty. We really need to fix this mind-reading situation.
Sorry to disappoint, but if you're here to question whether we're qualified to inherit our master's legacy, we're not going down without a fight.
We're not getting anywhere. What should we do, Traveler?
Huh? Oh, it's you.
Elder Tlapo! Oh, we must have disturbed your meditation. Our deepest apologies. Please forgive us.
Did Elder Tlapo just issue a declaration?
From what I can tell, in a single word, the message was... friend?
Is Elder Tlapo telling us to treat Granny Eatsley as a friend?
That's not possible, is it?
Oh, you forget yourselves, my friends. You are esteemed priests of our tribe. Where are your manners?
But Chief!
I didn't expect to see you here, great shaman. My sincere apologies for the lack of hospitality.
Well, I wasn't exactly planning to come to this crowded place. So you can save the pleasantries, Chief. I'd rather get this over with.
Understood. Now, as successors of Huitziling, I understand your friction with Granny Eatsley. However, Elder Tlapo's declarations have always showed us the correct path. You would do well to respect his counsel. So, mind your manners and allow Granny Eatsley to ask her questions.
Good thing Elder Tlapo and Chief Biram are on our side. Hi there, Elder Tlapo! Hey, he seems pretty happy to see us.
He's the one who put you in charge of the scroll, right?
Yeah, Elder Tlapo appointed us to the task.
Elder Tlapo, huh? He's still Claw to me. Hey, don't pull that cutesy stuff with me. You're an Iktomi Elder now. You occupy an eminent and important position within the tribe.
So, you already know each other?
Claw was only this big when we first met. He was Witzeline's Saurian companion back then. She kept dragging him to my place, so over time, we got to know each other. She only came to my place to fight me. But at the same time, she always claimed to be my friend. She was the only one who dared to try, at least.
Well, you've lived a long time. You've probably made a bunch of friends over the years, right?
The more time you have, the more friends you lose.
Oh,
Anyway, let's get back to business. I hate talking about the past. Oh, 200 years and you still haven't given up, Claw? I still haven't made up my mind, so you should head back. Traveler, Paimon, let's go.
Chief Biram? Oh, wait. We haven't reached out since the last time we failed the task, huh?
I'm just grateful you haven't forgotten that duty.
Actually, we have good news! We found another clue!
I'm all ears.
It's the Battle of Seven Colors.
Witzeline's claim to fame? That sounds promising. But the battle took place hundreds of years ago. An investigation is bound to be difficult.
True, but Granny Eatsterly promised to help.
Is that so? Huh. I've tried seeking her help in the past, but I never managed to coax her out. You should cherish this opportunity.
Hey, don't complain! None of the previous chiefs succeeded either.
Forgive me. That wasn't my intention. It was a comment on my own failings.
Paimon said you've been trying to figure out how to weave the special scroll.
It is my duty, great shaman.
Why bother? The scrolls always end up completed on time. So what's the point of figuring it out for yourself?
If I may, this task concerns the history of Natlan as a whole. And in many ways, history is the memory of a people. Memory is sacred to our tribe. I'm sure a great shaman understands that better than a humble junior like myself. Something this important cannot be left to baseless rumors. I know you don't concern yourself with the daily affairs of the tribe, Granny Eatsterly. Even so, as a priestess, I trust you wouldn't leave something like that to chance.
I get your point. Of course, the one time I wish you could read my mind, it doesn't work. No, that's not it.
Huh?
It's not important. Rest assured, Biram, with my help, the Traveler and Paimon will definitely be able to complete the task.
You have my thanks, then.
Huh. So are you here to test whether we're qualified to inherit Master Witzeline's legacy?
You've already been tested, haven't you? Well, frankly speaking, I don't think any of you are qualified. But that's not why I'm here. All you need to do is be good and answer my questions.
Fine. Ask away.
You've heard of the Battle of Seven Colors, right?
Of course. It's our master's claim to fame. An immortal legend inscribed in the very history of our tribe.
Then I'm sure you know there are those who question whether it actually occurred.
I did hear people arguing about that the other day.
It's disgraceful. How can they question something like that?
It doesn't surprise me. Natlan has had more tourism lately. A lot of people have started getting strange ideas after interacting with Outlanders. After all, everyone who took part in the battle has returned to the ley lines. Without witnesses, it's hard to refute detractors.
Well, it just so happens the questions I want to ask are directly related to the legitimacy of this battle.
Listen, we know you were rivals, but do you really have to question her legacy?
You think she's like you? Someone who can't survive a little scrutiny?
No, of course not.
Then let me finish. During the battle, Wheatsealing most likely used a technique powerful enough to turn the tides of war. I'm sure she was very proud of it. Proud enough to pass it on to her disciples. So, which one of you inherited that technique?
I don't think any of us have heard of it.
Listen, I'm not trying to take it for myself, so be honest. With or without it, I can wipe the floor with any of you.
Yeah, no objections there. But I'm telling the truth. None of us have ever heard of that technique.
What's wrong with her? Why would she let it go extinct?
Master's body of work is massive. No one student could hope to learn all her techniques. Mastering just a few already takes a lot of effort. Master had no choice but to recruit many students, split up what she knew into different portions, and pass it down through various individuals. So even though we see ourselves as representatives of Wheatsealing's school of shamanism, what we know isn't the sum of her legacy. Actually, I know of a shaman family that inherited some of Master's techniques. The family fell on hard times and lost the right to the priesthood. Still could be worth a shot.
But if they inherited Wheatsealing's secret technique, shouldn't the family be thriving?
Well, it's the only thing I can think of.
All right, give me their address.
I'll mark it out on your map.
To be honest, I'm not optimistic about the future of this investigation. That's because the request came from you. You don't know the power of your own words, do you?
Proving the legitimacy of this battle seems more hopeless by the second.
Nothing we can do about that.
Well, even if our investigation ultimately proves the legend to be false, that's still a worthwhile result. Although I'm here for business purposes, I have a personal interest in this as well. I'm drawn to matters of historical truth.
That's exactly why I chose to follow you, Monsieur Montluçon.
Listen, I'm just updating you on the situation, not asking for your opinion. I don't really care whether you continue your investigation. And Traveler, you came to me for help with your scroll weaving duty, right? You thought looking into the Battle of Seven Colors could give you answers. That's understandable. But based on our progress, I'd say this is a dead end. Instead of wasting time, you might consider taking a different approach. I'll try to think of another way to help you.
Respected Traveler, let's not forget about the compensation I promised. You shall have it in full. Extra, if that's what it takes.
What makes you say that?
Yeah, based on what you've told us so far, it kinda seems like there's unresolved tension between you two.
You think so?
She claimed to be your friend, but picked fights with you non-stop, and never told you about her biggest accomplishment. By figuring out the truth behind the battle, maybe we can finally help you get closure.
Closure? I'd say we're 200 years too late. But fine, if you want to keep investigating, be my guest.
Ah, that's wonderful news.
Alright, let's go visit the shaman family! Hello, are you Aisha Man?
Yep, that's me. Huh? Granny Eastly?
Get up! In a crowded market like this, the only person who should be trying to hide is me.
My apologies. Ever since my grandfather's generation, the shamans of my family have given up on passing your trial, Granny Eastly. Have we offended you in some other capacity?
Man, this is generational trauma at this point!
Whenever I misbehaved as a kid, Grandpa would tell me about the thrashing he received from Granny Eastly. I still get nightmares about it sometimes.
Hey, don't get any funny ideas. This was your idea, remember? Keep asking your questions. I'm going to find somewhere quiet to wait.
Okay, so your family studied under Wheat Ceiling, right?
Yes, although that pretty much ended with my grandfather's generation, unfortunately. The techniques my family learned from Wheat Ceiling didn't have much practical use in terms of tribal affairs, so during my grandfather's time, we quit the priesthood. Turns out, shaman techniques aren't that useful outside the priesthood either. So over time, we abandoned them altogether. Of course, it's possible that we were just too foolish to understand the true power of those teachings. After all, Wheat Ceiling was a genius. None of her students have been able to fully reproduce her talent.
Do you know which techniques were passed on to your family?
I'm not sure. As a kid, I remember hearing my grandfather talk about them, but it's not like I can use them myself.
Just think about it for a sec. Do you remember anything about a technique that can decide the outcome of a battle?
Decide the outcome of a battle? No, I don't remember anything like that. Besides, my family wasn't really known for our talent. If a technique like that exists, I doubt Wheat Ceiling would pass it on to us. You might have better luck asking one of the priests. They're descendants of Wheat Ceiling's most gifted students.
Well, looks like we're back where we started.
Still no definitive evidence the Battle of Seven Colors took place. Allie, do you think we have enough to draw a conclusion?
All we have are non-witness accounts. We could put together an interview, but that's not going to hold up in academic circles.
Then we have to keep going.
Oh, you're investigating the Battle of Seven Colors?
Yeah, you know about it?
Not a lot, but there's something special about my family. In addition to shaman techniques, Wheat Ceiling's stories were passed down to us as well. Say what you want about my ancestors' dedication to shamanism, but they definitely paid attention to those stories. And of course, the Battle of Seven Colors is the most exciting story of them all.
We don't need another story. We need something concrete. Does no one in your tribe understand that?
I'm not sure if this is helpful, but the story passed down in my family is a little different from the one told in the tribe.
Really?
Well, it's Wheat Ceiling's personal account of the event, so it's a lot more detailed. For example, in the version I heard, the battle took place in a location known as Chico Mostuk Cave.
That means you can tell us where to find it. Have you ever been to this place?
Unfortunately not.
I studied maps of Natland before we left, Monsieur Montluçon. I don't remember ever seeing such a name.
Could your ancestors be mistaken, Mr. Shaman?
It's unlikely. My family may have let the shamanism side of things fall by the wayside, but we're serious about these stories. In the words of my grandfather, some things deserve to be passed down more than secret arts.
If Wheatzilian's version of events differs so much from the general understanding, that makes it even more likely the battle is completely made up.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Oh, hold on. You mentioned the Chico Mostek cave?
Oh, yes? Can I clear something up for you?
It's been more than 200 years. Huh. I never thought I'd hear that name again.
What does she mean?
That location is now known as the Valley of Fog. The Chico Mostek cave is what it was called 200 years ago.
Precisely when Wheatzilian was alive. That means, Monsieur Montluçon, we can confirm the original site of the battle. Once we get there, the evidence we need should be at our fingertips.
Just when we thought all hope was lost. I never doubted you, great shaman. Allow me to present you with a gift as thanks.
Ah, save it. Flattery won't get you anywhere with me.
Wait, Mr. Montluçon works in publishing. You're a huge fan of light novels, right, Lolly? Maybe he could get you some that are out of print.
Really?
Out of print, huh? Sure. Do you have any in mind?
Well, if we're talking collectibles, then the first edition of Shogun Almighty Reborn as Raiden with Unlimited Power is a must. It's the first major hit of the isekai genre. Several editions have gone to print, but copies of the first edition are exceedingly rare and valuable.
I see.
There's also its sister work, Pretty Please Kitsune Guji. It was Yai Publishing House's attempt at gauging the new market trends. It's opened the door to a new genre after readers grew tired of isekais. The sales speak for themselves. Actually, Yai Publishing House released a limited edition not too long ago, but it's almost impossible to get. Anyway, I'll take those two.
Sorry, I'm not sure I caught all that. What were the titles again? Reborn as Kitsune Guji?
These two titles are among the most successful and well-known works in the entire industry. You're telling me, as someone who works in publishing, you've never heard of them?
I'm a merchant from Fontaine, after all. Regarding this particular genre from Inazuma, I'm afraid I lack your level of expertise.
Amateur.
Of course! Sounds like a perfect arrangement. Now, there's no time to waste. We should head to the site of the battle right away.
Once we get there, it'll take a bit more work to determine the actual location. Right now, all we have is a general idea.
Well, I'm sure Miss Sitlali can help us with that.
Have you even looked at the time? It's already evening, and I have important plans tonight. You expect me to work through the night?
Well, what do you think, traveler? Okay, we'll find a place to rest for the night. When should we meet tomorrow?
He's persistent, huh?
How about noon?
Do we have to wait that long?
Great shamans have important matters to attend to in the morning. That's only because I have important tasks to complete at night.
All right, as Miss Sitlali instructed. Let's meet back up tomorrow at noon. We'll be waiting at the exit of the tribal settlement.
Sorry, I just wanted to ask, is Granny Eatsley satisfied with my answer?
Yeah, of course. You really helped us out.
Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't offend her somehow.
You're really that scared of her?
To be honest, Granny Eatsley almost never interacts with ordinary tribespeople like us. Everything we know about her comes from rumors. She's a powerful shaman who's lived for over 200 years. As a great hero, you're probably the only one who isn't intimidated by her.
Well, thanks for today, Sweet Lolly.
That's quite considerate of you. All right, let's grab a few drinks. Just like last time.
Wait, didn't you say you had important plans tonight?
What did you think I meant?
Does that mean you've gone drinking every night for the past 200 years? Now Paimon's worried about—
No, I've had enough socializing for one day. I know somewhere quiet. We can just buy some drinks and head over. Which will also give us a chance to solve the mind reading issue. Considering the necessary spell work, I'd rather do it in private.
Is this the place?
No, further up.
Further up? Whoa, this is like a secret base!
Sometimes I want the fresh air, but not the company. So I come here. Let's see if my stash is still here. Ah, great! The halberd crest birds didn't eat my snacks. Now for the mind reading issue. Give me your hand. It might take a little longer, actually. I just need to share my senses, make a clean break. And that should do it, right? You're not wrong. Hold on. Why do I still hear you in my head? Oh, did I not separate our senses completely? Maybe using my palm isn't enough? Close your eyes. Oh, please work, please work. A great shaman should be able to handle this. Okay, what about now? Huh? And now? Huh. Whenever I try to remove the effect, it just flips direction and gets worse. That was just to help with the spell. Ah, shoot. I still hear you. For a human soul, to lose the boundaries of the mind is to drown in the sea of consciousness without a concept of self.
Wait, that sounds bad.
I read that in a light novel. When it comes to the real world, I think it's pretty accurate.
Is Sweet Lolly drunk? She's not making much sense.
Anyway, we'll just have to leave it for now.
Hearing the Traveler's thoughts isn't that bad, right? You should just tease him. That's what Paimon would do.
It's just... I'm not good at this. I'm not used to being close to people. Sorry, I said we could be friends, but I guess I'm not ready. I'm used to being Granny Eatsley. Someone intimidating, someone people are scared to approach. I don't have to deal with people that way.
Yeah, Paimon's been wondering. Why do you insist on living so far away? You could easily become a leader of your tribe, someone everyone loves and respects.
When you live as long as me, a person is like a flower. The color draws you in. You water it to see it bloom. It rewards you with its fragrance, but it doesn't last. With the passing of the seasons, everything withers away. You can try to water it, but it will never bloom again. Even if the same plot of soil is covered in flowers the following year, the one you remember won't be there. That's just how it is. Most of the people in my life will be gone one day, just like a flower. Getting close means losing friend after friend for hundreds of years, until the weight of their memories crushes my soul. If people don't care about me, then I don't have to care about them. It's better if the people in my memories are nothing more than fleeting strangers.
Sweet Lolly.
You won't live as long as me, so you don't have to worry about that. Really? Then you should understand. Nearly everyone you know will be gone one day.
All the more reason to remember them.
Traveler?
Is Sweet Lolly alright?
Stupid mind-reading side effect won't go away. It's not like I want to hear you complain about me all the time.
Okay, she's definitely drunk. Sweet Lolly, maybe take it easy? At this rate, you might sleep past noon tomorrow.
I'm not drunk. I remember everything the traveler said. Just gotta think of a response. I'll think of something.
Uh-oh, not this again. Is she asleep?
I'm fine. Can get home by myself.
Is she talking in her sleep or talking to us? She seems kind of out of it.
Bye. Gonna walk back alone. Need some time to think.
All right. You keep them. I no longer need offerings. from home too.
Rushing won't do any good. Take a break. Drink some tea.
As soon as I get this month's paycheck.
They call this a pleasant surprise, right?
Rushing won't do any good. Take a break. Drink some tea.
You keep them. I no longer need offerings.
Rushing won't do any good. Take a break. Drink some tea. Rushing won't do any good. Take a break.
You keep them. I no longer need offerings.
Rushing won't do any good. Take a break. Drink some tea.
Please supply full details of any request.
ready and waiting. The tide of battle is in our favor. Let's distribute these among our forces.
Would you like a flower?
But I climbed what kind should I pick? And I still can't find this.
Careful! It could be a trap! Oh, never mind.
What kind should I pick? What will she like?
Follow my lead!
Surge, a moonlit night for all.
Pull in!
The sky's clear, the glazed moon shines! Light to dust!
Careful! It could be a trap! Oh, never mind. Let's distribute these among our forces.
Solidify!
Wait.
Lofty wisdom will show us the way!
Dada Kundala.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
keep them. I no longer need offerings. Taking shelter and listening to the rain cleanse the earth makes me feel safe. Like being home. You keep them. I no longer need offerings.
Gather!
Surge!
Charge! Press the advantage!
Be cleansed. The sky's clear. The glazed moon shines. Smite the dust.
A gift from the heavens. I shall gladly accept it.
Stabilize! This is order!
Certainly worth the extra mile. Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it. Certainly worth the extra mile.
Ratnik, reporting for duty.
Observe and know my heart.
Solidify!
Judgment!
You got this! Light compels!
Without further ado, lofty wisdom will show us the way! Smite the dust! Divine light, shield them!
Test concluded.
Be cleansed!
Stabilize. Order guide you.
Surge. Green moons converge.
Solidify!
Wayne.
While the light shines bright, be gone!
Be cleansed! The sky's clear! The glazed moon shines!
There is no harm in claiming forsaken possessions.
is order.
A moonlit night for all.
Go get him, Aiden! Light compels you!
Lofty wisdom will show us the way!
There is no harm in claiming forsaken possessions.
Gather! Order guide you. While the light shines bright.
Three moons converge. Without further ado, smite the dust. The sky's clear. The glazed moon shines.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Solidify! I will have order! Go get him, Aiden! Be gone, Shadow of Darkness!
There is no harm in claiming forsaken possessions. Mathematics is the foundation of all things. If you're interested, I can teach you some arithmetic. First, hold out both your hands. We'll start with the 10 fingers.
Feeling down? Try it. Feeling down? Then try a cup of this.
got this!
Be cleansed! Divine light, shield them! You should take it. It may prove useful.
Stabilize! Solidify! Order guide you!
When three moons converge.
While the light shines bright, behold
Smite the dust! There is no harm in claiming forsaken possessions. Without further ado,
Surge.
Go get him, Aiden!
lofty wisdom will show us the way!
Gather! You got this! Be gone, Shadow of Dark!
Smite the dust!
Stabilize!
Certainly worth the extra mile. want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
keep them. I no longer need offerings. I no longer need offerings. You keep them. I no longer need offerings.
certainly worth the extra mile.
Yep.
Gather! I will have order!
A new moon rises.
While the light shines bright!
Divine light, shield them!
You should take it. It may prove useful. You should take it. It may prove useful.
Stabilize!
Surge.
Behold the dawn!
Without further ado,
You should take it. It may prove useful.
is order.
Whoa. Green moons converge. They call this a pleasant surprise, right?
Gather!
Surge!
You got this! Light compels you!
The sky's clear. The glazed moon shines. You should take it. It may prove useful.
Wait.
There is no harm in claiming forsaken possessions.
Solidify!
A moonlit night for all.
While the light shines bright, we go!
Be cleansed! Divine light, shield them!
Stabilize! I will have order! Go get him, Aiden!
Mighty dust! A gift from the heavens. I shall gladly accept it.
Rise! Crumble! Yeah. Rise! Crumble! Hup.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it. One man's stone is another man's gem.
Solidify!
Wait, a new moon rises.
While the light shines bright, light...
Lofty wisdom will show us the way! You should take it. It may prove useful. There is no harm in claiming forsaken possessions. A gift from the heavens. I shall gladly accept it.
keep this close.
Certainly worth the extra mile. One man's stone is another man's gem.
Stabilize! Go get him, Aiden! Behold, the dawn!
The sky's clear. The glaze moon shines. You should take it. It may prove useful.